After nearly 5 years into the Golden Knights franchise, it's safe to say Vegas is a hockey town.
The T-Mobile Arena has become home to some of the league's marquee events, from the expansion draft, the NHL awards ceremony, a Stanley Cup final, and as we saw last month, All-Star Weekend.
But how has all that translated to the lower levels of hockey here in the Valley? In a Fox 5 special report, Vince Sapienza dug up those numbers to give us some answers.
The Golden Knights are one of the premier teams in the National Hockey League, both on and off the ice, and they have been since day one. When we talk about regular season wins, the VGK have 202 to their name. Only 2 other teams have more. And when we talk about attendance, the guys in gold rank in the top 5 every year of existence, including season 5, where they rank number 1, with an average capacity of over 104%. So needless to say, they've been dominant inside the walls of the fortress, but equally impressive has been what they've done outside of it.
Let's go, let's go! I moved from Chicago to here, so if there wasn't really hockey here, I don't know what I'd do. I don't think I'd survive. It's pretty cool. Like, we're really lucky we can do this.
I think this is like really special because it's a really good opportunity and it helps me like stay active so that I don't come home and just like sit on my iPad all day.
That excitement from T-Mobile definitely carries here, carries down to Henderson, is the excitement. I think people take that vibe and that passion from the Vegas Golden Knights games like it's electric and they want to be involved. And I mean, if you got kids and if you take them to the game, you can come here and have that same experience through the youth hockey.
Sherry Hudspeth is a former Division I women's hockey player with more than 30 years of coaching experience.
Red's here, black's down there.
She runs the Vegas Junior Golden Knights girls hockey program, something that didn't exist 3 years ago.
It's been nice as a coach and refreshing to not be put in a box. It's like it is a blank canvas and I can do stuff the way I want to do it and the way I know how to do it as, you know, a woman and female. It's like I know what these little girls need because I was that little girl.
My girls started out in hockey. They played with boys. They decided that they wanted to go figure skate, actually. So both of them were figure skaters. And then they came back to hockey about 2 years ago when they really started the girls program here. So just seeing not only hockey grow in Vegas, but also girls hockey was really important for my kids.
Now, when we talk about growing the game, the proof is in the puck, or in this case, the numbers. I decided to compare and contrast Nevada and Arizona, 2 warm weather markets with 2 NHL teams. Now, the Coyotes have been around since '96, so if we look at the 2016-2017 season, 10 years after their arrival and a year before the Golden Knights' first game, Arizona has a little more than 7,700 hockey players enrolled in hockey. Now, this all according to USA Hockey. Now, as of 2021, they dropped about 4%, but when we look at the Silver State, prior to the Golden Knights' inaugural season, there were just under 1,400 hockey players enrolled. And as we fast forward to the end of 2021, you're looking at more than 3,700, a 171% growth. And when you break it down even further, in that same time period, the under 8 player participation increased 668%, with the girls and women's category increasing 327%. Those are not small numbers.
They're off the charts. I mean, the only area in the country that grew 8 and under hockey was Nevada.
Darren Elliott is a former NHL goaltender and the Senior Vice President of Hockey Programming and Facility Operations for the Golden Knights. He's seen enough around the league to know youth hockey can make or break a franchise.
Guys, we're flying tonight. We're flying tonight.
If you're just an entertainment option on a menu, you can be successful when you're successful on the ice. If you don't have the infrastructure, the grassroots elements, the commitment to facilities and infrastructure, it's a lot tougher to make it. I was part of the Atlanta Thrashers organization. I saw what can happen and what needs to happen, and if it doesn't happen, what the end result can be. And it's usually not very successful.
Hop back in, hop back in.
And when you do it the right way, the results follow. Last year, Sherry's teams won 2 U12 championships, showing they're not here to take part, they're here to take over.
Battle, 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 battle!
We go play these girls' organizations. They have millions of kids in California. We beat them. So, I mean, we're going out there and people are seeing us in the streets and taking them back. Like, if they're not taking us seriously, we're going home with the banner and the trophy, right? So very proud of stuff like that. That's like, we've built a positive culture here, and I think that's gone a long way.
The Golden Knights have made plenty of history in Vegas, but maybe the biggest moment for the state came on February 22nd, 2020.
Gage Quinney, the first ever Nevada-born player to play in the NHL.
The sport that you've been playing since you were younger, and everybody used to kind of look at you like you had three heads when you tell them what you play, and now everybody is into hockey here. And younger me was telling everybody I played hockey, and people look at me like I was crazy. And now I feel like if you don't like hockey here, people look at you like you're crazy. So it's just awesome to see.
I genuinely believe that this will be, in the future, a hockey hotbed for kids to develop and eventually go college, pro, and make it from here. Obviously, there's a couple, Gage Quinney being one, and I kind of lean on his dad a lot for some advice when it comes to that, and he went through it.
Gage's dad, Ken, was a former NHLer who played for the Las Vegas Thunder from 1993 to 1998. Successfully growing the game doesn't just mean playing at the pro level. For these kids, it's so much more.
I have a little cousin who really would like to play hockey, and I just feel like I'm an inspiration to her. Every time I step up on the ice, I just like to remember that and just like to make Vegas proud.
You hope what you've done is create a fan for life, a love of the game. That's what youth hockey is all about. Did you get to play hockey? Did you love it while you were a kid growing up, watching the Vegas Golden Knights, and oh yeah, I was a hockey player too. That's the importance.
1, 2, 3, Knights!
Now, I know from a financial standpoint, it's easier said than done to get into the game of hockey, but the Golden Knights have their own ball hockey rink and are creating another one in part to a legacy gift from the National Hockey League in North Las Vegas. If you want more information on the ball hockey rinks or how to grow the game yourself by getting your kids or someone you know into the game, you can go to our website, fox5vegas.com, click on this story. But for now, that is the latest from the Fortress. I'm Vince Sapienza, Fox 5 News Local, Las Vegas.